In the studio with us right now, Kwame Kilpatrick. We're talking about the book. When people put the book down and they get to the last page, what is it about you that we didn't hear in a sound bite or read in a court document that you gave away in this book that you want them to remember?
Well, I think first of all, if it's just one thing about me, I would think that it's just that I'm human. Sometimes when you see people on TV or in a scrolling news bit across the screen, it's a thing. Michael Vick becomes a thing, not a real guy with a real family and real children attached to him. And so what I think I take people through in the book about me is the inside, behind the veil, behind the curtain, in the living room, in the dining room. When news is breaking, what is the person actually experiencing?
Right.
When your wife is reading a text message, what is your conversation with her actually about? People get a chance to come behind the scene and get a chance to know me, to know my wife, to know my children, to know our family, and to know my thoughts. Because I think a lot of people also want to hear what was Michael Vick thinking when this was going on, when his cousin did X, Y, and Z. And so right here, this is what I give you a glimpse, and more than a glimpse, I give you a seat at the table of my home, of my office as mayor, and in a lot of different places on what I was experiencing and thinking as I journeyed through this transformative process.
All right. Well, we have a book signing opportunity for people to come out and meet you. That's going to happen at the Author's Corner at the 26th Annual Black College Hall of Fame dinner, right down here at the Hyatt. That's 3300 Peachtree at 5:15. And then tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., the same place at the Hyatt, 3300 Peachtree, book sales, and you can, of course, get it signed. And then 1 o'clock Sunday at the Shrine of the Black Madonna Bookstore at 946 Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard. You can also come out and meet Kwame Kilpatrick and have your book signed as well.
I have to ask you one last question, Kwame. You've now seen it from both sides. You've been a citizen and you've been in government. You've erected hotels and you've also had to sit in jail for the things that you've done while you were in term. As far as it pertains to politics, is it possible to get anything done without a little lying and a little corruption in government?
It is. I mean, it's possible to get it done. I think that the word corruption and the assignment of corruption in politics is overused. People don't like politicians, lawyers, this broad base of people that folks don't like, but they like their lawyer, their person. And because we don't have the relationship sometimes with the people that we serve or represent, you get this broad-based, broad stroke of they're corrupt. The difference in what you're hearing from Detroiters and what you read from the newspapers that cover Detroit is that very difference. Detroiters have a relationship with me where the papers report on this thing called Kwame Kilpatrick. And so, I think it's possible to get a lot done because the only way to get it done is working together. You can't move this country, this state, or this city forward, any city forward, without politics. The body politic is important. This country was founded where a whole lot of people elect a few people to make decisions for everybody. And so unless we learn how to relate and build relationships and challenge that authority, challenge that leadership to make the decisions that we want to make on behalf, we won't have it. And so, there are I think the overwhelming majority of politicians in this country are not corrupt. But as far as you say lying, I can come to the mayor here can come to Atlanta and say, we out of money. And I have no idea today how we going to make it to tomorrow.
Right.
Now, that probably is not the right thing to do. So what the president and mayors, they say is we have some challenges that we'll overcome. Sometimes it looks dark. Right. But I tell you, America always stands up. Right. Now, that translated means it's really bad, y'all. I don't know what the hell we're going to do. So you might not say the whole truth and nothing but the truth, but what you do is you got to balance it between not lying but also giving people hope. And so, the corruption thing I sit to the side, but more of, you got to be absolutely truthful. But at times, people need inspiration more than they need just the bitter truth. And plus, you can cause a panic that you can't reel back in.